Here with Coach Sean Kiracofe. Lady Demons fall tonight to McNeese in a wildly defensive match for sure, both sides. And I guess let's start there. And it was the theme throughout the entire night of just long rallies, both sides keeping the ball up and keeping it alive. And it just felt like it seemed like McNeese was able to get that last touch or that last kill that ended the rallies.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of expected and talked about, those first few points in this match, just because of the wild and crazy match that we had at their place was going to be intense, and it's like, just fight through it, and then we'll settle down and get into the match. We never seem to do that, but you're right. I mean, it was crazy, long rallies that was very reminiscent of our match there, which had a ton of those, and they just didn't go our way towards the end. I have a saying that I don't know if it makes sense, but it makes me feel smart. I mean, you can flip a coin 10 times. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 50-50 heads and tails. They can all land on tails. Right. And then that's where the way it turned out for us is that, I mean, to begin the set in set one, I mean, we were working hard on defense. We were doing great. They were doing the same, and we just weren't able to put those points away.
Yeah. And like I said, they kind of continued throughout the night. There's probably some frustration that creeps in on both sides, really. And I think that maybe led to the second set where our attack errors went up a little bit and kind of let them get into that sort of comfortable 2-0 lead in the match. Yeah,
we were not in sync offensively in the second set. And yet we still had a chance. I mean, it was close late into the teens. And all we needed to do was get on a little run, and we could have evened it up 1-1, and then, who knows what happens then in the match. But I mean, we could never get it going tonight, and that was frustrating.
But then the third set, things really, it was just like almost like a different feeling out there for us. Like, obviously, we didn't come away with the set, but the energy with blocks and kills and things, it just seemed like although we lose the match, a good way to end it, sort of?
It was. I mean, we woke up a little bit there in the end, especially because we started to get some blocks. And that always is a big, uplifter, from a energy standpoint. And you're right, that was good. I mean, I'll say, excuse me while I rant here for a little bit. I think that we've done a great job as we built the program up from 15 to 19 of always been able to put on an entertaining show for everyone that comes. And win or lose, we were going to fight hard, and it was going to be an entertaining match, with a few exceptions. And I'm hoping this is one of those few exceptions, because somebody, this week, somebody brought that up, that, win or lose so far, when they've come out, it's just been really fun to watch. And it's been a battle, and we've been close with HBU. We went 5 with Corpus, and dropping both those matches, but you came away with it going, I enjoyed what I saw. Yeah. And we didn't do that for the majority of this match. But there were glimpses of it in the third, and I just think that that hopefully was an anomaly.
Yeah, and part of those that glimpse that you talked about was as we look at maybe a couple individual performances. Addison, she had 3 kills, a couple blocks, and really played very well tonight. Just one of the ones. Reagan had some great moments, and Madison coming in with a couple good kills in that third set as well.
Yeah, so Addie, if I'm not mistaken, had 0 errors on the night, and so did a great job for us, and was one of our more consistent attackers. We just didn't have enough to go around, throughout the match, Reagan had another good offensive night, but we couldn't get her the ball on a consistent basis. So yeah, I mean, we had some moments, and if we could have had well, I'll go back and just say that, I mean, all year we haven't had anybody that just carries the load for the entire team. And so we've needed that offense to be spread out against, 3 to 4, and some cases 5 different attackers. And we just didn't have that tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, the good thing is we get another opportunity on Saturday.
So. Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, thanks so much.